this is Trinity College and welcome back to another video. We have a special guest today. He is a renowned artist from the state Manipur. He is also a songwriter, composer, and a music teacher based in Delhi. He is the vocalist of a rock band called The Genesis, and he was also the member of the rock band Heaven's Down. And some of his super hit original songs are Maniyangan, Jabon Kung, Coronavirus Lu. Yes, every Zeliangrong-Inpui knows his songs. So without further delay, let's get started. So join me welcome Mr. Malan Thow Pamei. Hi sir. Yeah, it's such an honor to have you here and thank you so much for joining us.
Welcome.
Can you please introduce yourself to the Zeliangrong-Inpui?
My name is Malan Thow Pamei. I'm known as Malan here in Delhi and in North India because the full name is difficult, so I kept the short name so people know the name. I'm a musician and a music teacher. I've been teaching for the last 16 years and I've been performing for the last 12, 13 years. I have been with several bands and also at the same time I perform as a solo artist, and I still am teaching, though not full-time, but I pursue my performance ambition plus to run the livelihood, so one has to do that. So both teaching and performing till now.
Thank you. And how would you describe the music that you typically create?
I have many compositions. One is in mother tongue, my mother tongue, Rongmai, and the other is English, the other is Hindi. So these are the three languages I compose, and I have written some songs in Manipuri as well, but have not released like I did in English, Hindi, Rongmai. So in the Rongmai music thing, I write especially about the society, the social situations, the good, the bad, and creating awareness, and at the same time trying to trying to refresh the cultural, folk, and traditional music, stories, and customs, whatever, to the new generation so that we don't forget the things that our forefathers have left for us. So I try to recreate those in a new modern way. The good things about living with nature, good things about having the brotherhood in the village, the community feeling, and of course many other things. So these are the things which inspire me for Rongmai music, and plus the current society, which I feel is not up to the mark, I try to criticize. Which is good, I try to support and promote. So that's what I do in the Rongmai thing. And in English, I have some songs about personal life or maybe about society again, but more of rock, more of letting it out again, like something to do with society and satire and criticism, and the same with Hindi as well. And yeah, that's how my music works. And That's how I get inspired.
What are the hardships that you face in this field?
There are many hardships, starting from the background of the family, background of our community. We have no good foundation in terms of finance, in terms of exposure to music, and we didn't grow up having our own guitar or having to listen to the artist or songs we wanted to. Unlike the children of this current generation. So we had very limited access. People and parents, they don't support much. They don't know how important it is. So we just had basic learning from our brothers, our friends. We learned this from our neighbor. We learned that from our friend. We learned something about guitar, about singing, about band, about music from here and there. So that's how we gathered. And that's how we foraged, scavengers. So it was very limited. So that was the hardship. Plus then coming to school life, after school, college, the hardships was like to support ourselves. People were not very supportive. Things have changed now. But back then, there was no platform to let our music out, release or something, and then parents won't normally support us because music is something which they don't see as very important. They saw the government jobs or getting passing an examination, civil service, or getting a government job, like I said, was more important. So they were not very supportive. But deep down, somewhere we always struggled. We collected songs, we collected CDs, we collected downloaded songs, we learned some new techniques from here and there. And presently the hardship is there are no many takers in India for Western music, but we from the Northeast, we are more into English music. So the scene of English music is very bad. And the Hindi music scene in India is very good, but then we're not so good in Hindi. So so these are the hardships. People people don't support much, but lately I have seen that the parents are now letting it happen. Like some people that have pursued their music career and are also learning and earning and supporting their family. So at least now they don't say no to going for a music career because so and then if we speak of the national level, we don't have good connections. We don't have good people who can bring us to the front. All we have to do is crawl towards the stage and beg for people to please notice my song, please support my music. But like I said, there are no people who will pick you out and say, I want to support you, or maybe you have a good voice, I want to promote you. There's nothing like your composition, your guitar playing is good, so let's promote you on TV or any channel or magazine, anything. So it's very difficult, especially for we Northeastern people. I've seen people from North India and mainland India. They may not be very good, but they have good connections through their fathers, through their friends, and they have lived in Delhi, Mumbai, Pune, so they have good connections. So if they have something good, then they just show it up, and people see, oh wow, that's good, and people who promote them. But even if we have something good and you show up, see, this is what I've done, people won't see because people won't look at you, people won't look at your work because we're just nobody in this big crowd. So these are the main struggles. Not connecting to the market, not able to connect to the market. And of course there's some um, the lacking thing from our side also. We are not very good in promoting ourselves. We're not good in coming to the front and contacting people, connecting with people. We generally tend to be shy and reserved, and so these are also some things which we lack. I can't say whether it's a hardship or but whatever, but still I'm just mentioning.
So being a musician, what do you enjoy the most?
Being a musician, you enjoy the most when you perform on stage. That's the ultimate thing. And when you perform for people and when you see them enjoying, that's when you feel great. Just like a mother who cooks a good meal and serves it to their children, and the children, they enjoy their meal. That's the biggest thing, the biggest joy for a mother. So in the same way, when you have played a song, when you have written a song and played it and people like it, that's the biggest joy. Not like played it on the TV or YouTube and people liked it. That's also there, but actually performing on stage. And of course, the other thing, second most joyous thing is when you have written a good song, when you have composed a good music, and when your work is complete, and then you see, wow, I have written something good. I have created something great. So that's also another satisfaction, joy that you get being a musician.
Okay, so what skills have you learned that will help you in a stage performance?
Being on stage is very different, and being who is watching you, you have to interact with them. You have to be bold, you have to be brave, you have to be confident. You have to be confident of what you are singing and what song you are playing, what music you're playing. So it's a challenge, plus it's a thrilling feeling. What I have learned is to be interactive when you're on stage, and gauge the people's reaction and the mood. And these are the things we have to not only sing, but maybe do some interaction through actions, through talking and things like that. So many years of performing on stage has not only groomed me musically, but the presentability for the crowd, for the people. These are things I've learned while performing on stage.
So what preparations do you make before your concerts?
Preparations I make before a concert, before getting on stage as a singer, as a vocalist. You warm up a little bit. You don't eat too much before getting on stage, and you don't drink much before getting on stage. Your stomach has to be half empty or maybe even less, because when you struggle to reach those high notes, or the production of your voice, the tonality, it hinders. And sometimes if you eat more, you may even end up feeling like burping on stage. So, and that's one thing. And then of course, like I said, the warming up thing, which is very important. Without warming up, if you sing directly, it affects that particular song, that particular night, and even the coming 2, 3, 4 days. And of course, even in the future, for the next 10, 20 years, you might have to struggle with some nodule formation on the throat, like singers like Axl Rose and people have suffered. So we have to properly.
So what are your goals for the future?
Musically, I have many goals. I'm very ambitious. I want to release more English and Hindi songs, and of course, at the same time, Rongmai songs. And I also plan to release some Zeme, Liangmai, or Inpui songs by maybe translating my own songs, because there are some songs which I want the Liangmai, Zeme, Inpui people to listen to, because it will relate, but due to the language barrier, they are not able to taste or enjoy it. So I'm looking forward to people who can translate my song for me, and produce it in different languages, and of course in other languages, Hindi and all. I want to record some songs which I have written, good ones. English. Yes, there are many songs, there are many work which I have shelved it due to non-availability of time and energy and finance. But still then I'm hoping that everything will fall in place soon.
Have you had any memorable experience that you'd like to share with us?
Yes, there are some good ones. Some one very awkward one was when I started playing first with a band. I was not very confident, so there was one show in which I had to half end the song in between music festival, and there were a lot of people. So it was a very awkward thing. I didn't feel awkward or embarrassed much back then, but now if I think again of that night, it's very embarrassing, and partly because we the band didn't practice properly, and partly because I was still very young and not very professional. So these are some things. And the other things are, I enjoy playing for kids birthday, or in schools I sing a lot of kids songs, nursery rhymes, and very kiddish songs. That's when I feel like one of them, and play with them, sing for them. That's also a good experience. And there are also good memorable experiences, but yes, another interesting thing was when we were playing on stage, and there was one song in which we all freaked out, the drummer, and then a friend of mine, a guitarist, he even went down, rolled on the floor, and started playing. So that was a crazy night in Delhi. It was in Hard Rock Cafe, Delhi. It was fun. And yes, many good ones, and embarrassing ones also.
You know, Zeliangrong is a combination of tribes. Can you say a word or a sentence in each of the dialects?
Expression. In Zeme, I can say maybe like Takte Okede, and in Liangmai maybe I can say Wibama, or like, yeah, I can't remember now that you were asking. I can speak broken ones.
Okay.
And in if you ask Sunkaroy,
Yes.
I think I'm saying it correct. So yes, these are the ones, short ones.
Okay, if you are the Santa Claus this Christmas, what special gift would you give for the Zeliangrong?
If Santa can give, then maybe some plants, maybe. Plants, I'll give them seeds. I would like to give them seeds and a book on gardening so that people can do a lot of plantation and gardening. Because I've seen that we people are so much dependent in the market for the vegetables that we eat. We depend on supplies from Imphal even, and even like from the valleys. Suppose if we're living in hills, and but I want them to be self-sufficient. I want them to own a kitchen garden. They have their own backyard garden, so that they don't waste money going to the market, buying this spice, garlic, onion, or vegetable. There's a lot of things that can be done if we have even a small kitchen garden and backyard garden and do our own thing. So we have a lot of space. We, especially people living in the towns, I observe that they are not giving much time for this. So I want them to do a lot of farming work and not just wait for the market, not just wait for the government to give them schemes or compensation or things like that. Yes, that's one thing I can give.
Can you please sing us a song? Sure, the viewers will love it.
I like singing country songs and the old songs as well. And this is not actually country, but I want to sing this song, which is very, very popular on all songs. This is Can't Help Falling in Love. So I really like these kind of songs as well. So I'll sing this, maybe half of it or maybe even full.
Yes.
Wait.
Okay.
Sorry. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I say, would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life, for I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life, for I can't help falling in love with you. For I can't help falling in love with you. That's what I can remember right now.
That's a beautiful song. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you.
Would you like to give a message for your fans and the upcoming artists?
Yes, for the upcoming artists, keep working. That's a saying which I always remember. The world is not, it's not a, so I mean, like the journey of being a musician is not a bed of roses. There'll be a lot of struggles. You see someone playing on stage and you say, wow, I want to be that. You know, you see someone's music video and say, wow, she has done a good job, he has done a good job, I want to be like that too, and things like that. But then when you actually dive inside the pool, there's a lot of struggle, there's a lot of things which you don't see, from outside. So be prepared if you want to be a musician. So, and for the fans, I really love why we are musicians, why we are on the stage is because of the fans. Without the fans, we're not there. So it's like you have a plant, but there's no soil. So where would you plant it? So where will your music go? Who will listen to your music if you don't have audience? And of course, yeah, we sing for self-satisfaction also. So fans are very important. Please support the artist by maybe liking a video, subscribing to someone's channel. We are not asking you to buy our song, buy online, buy a CD, maybe support financially, but of course, at least you can support us by sharing the music video, maybe if not attending a concert, buying a ticket and attending a concert. So there's no big harm in just pressing the like button, subscribe button. So you can all do that. So fans, you are all very important for the artists. So, and of course, if you don't support, then your artist will have nowhere to go. If you want your artist to grow, to invent, to create new things for you, then you have to support. You can't just lie down and sit in the corner and say, okay, guys, please compose one song, make a new video, I want to watch it, and just lie down. No, you can't do that. So you have to play your part as well by supporting, sharing, and of course, if you want to criticize, that's okay. Just drop in some positive, negative comments, that's okay. But at least you can support the ones you love, if not the ones you don't love. So this is the message for the fans, which I want to give.
Thank you so much.
More.